You are who you believe you are. Solomon said, one of the greatest minds of this time said, as a man thinketh in his mind, so he is. So you are not really who you are, but you are who you think in your mind you are. So families are going to shape the identity of children, and nations are built on families. Families now, this is very important what we're going to talk about now. Family stability is not just a matter of private or privacy in your family. Nations are built on families, but family stability is a matter of national security. And that's probably what we're going to see next. We're going to see that your family, my family, our neighbor's family is not just their thing. Stable families form stable communities, and stable communities create a stable nation. Now, in 26 countries, adolescents who reported having a great bond with their families also say that they were succeeding in life. And this was aired on CNN on Friday, May 20 in 2022. Now, coming back to why the stability of your family is a matter of national security is that in the United States, a study of 56 school shootings found that 82% of the shooters grew up in either an unstable family environment or without both biological parents together. That means a lot of things we see today can be avoided if you go back home and love your family. And that's what Mother Teresa said. If you want to make an impact into the world, go back home and love your family. And if you do that, you're going not only to preserve your life, to preserve your neighbors, but you're going to preserve all our national intact.
Society's problems begin in the home. When we look at the culture and society as it is, and we're wondering what has gone awry, seeds are sown in the home as children, and then they are reaped in society when they become adults. Because we live in an iconic and image-driven society, men, including fathers, deal with three identities. What do I mean by that? The man he wants others to think that he is, the man he thinks that he is, and then the man he really is. And it's very difficult to be three different individuals. You can only be one. And the degree to which these three coincide determines the depth of reality and the amount of peace in his life. Among the most important provisions that a father must give to his children, and here I want to talk about the provisions. Number one, acceptance. In so doing, a father authorizes his children to be his children. Number two, approval. The belief that someone or something is good, acceptable, is valuable. Number three, listening is as important as loving, because listening is basic to communication. Number four, association, the need to belong. And this is not only for the children, this is also through the marital relationship as well, husband to wife, wife to husband. And number five, discipline. And I'll review these very quickly. Again, discipline. This establishes respect for authority. Balance is the key of life. Thus, it requires tenderness and toughness, but never roughness. And what we need to protect our families from is, number one, a low ambition level, not being goal-oriented or being magical in their thinking, or people who think life is handed over to them on a golden platter. We need to provide structured goal-oriented activities that show our families the value of a diligent work ethic and not tolerate laziness. Help and encourage your family, your children particularly, to develop good people and communication skills. Promote reading. Someone said a dog is a man's best friend. I differ with that. Books are, actually, because they can take you any place that you want to go. Teach them how to converse, to exhibit freedom of expression. In our culture today, freedom of expression is literally being intimidated almost to the point where people are afraid to say or speak what they're thinking. Remember this also, money is a poor substitute for affection. Money is a poor substitute for affection. Now, the Bible says that money answereth all things, and that's true, but it's not an appropriate substitute for affection. Finally, things are a poor substitute for time spent. I just shared a few points about the importance of a father's leadership to his family